Hi guys, so it's Karina or Corey, whichever you prefer to call me, and today I thought I would bring you a different sort of video than the one I've been doing, which has been mostly box opening and Happy Mail opening. I thought I would answer a couple of tags, one of which was started by Raendom Reborns, and one of which was started by Katie of My Little World, and those two tags were Renee's tag, sorry, which was "Do you have to be rich to collect Reborn?" and Katie's tag, which was Sculpts we never thought we would want. Do our tastes change? And I'll start with Renee's. But first, before I begin, I've mentioned this in several of my other videos, but I'm going to mention it here for everybody who's new, or everybody who hasn't watched the whole video. I do have cerebral palsy, which for me means that I have a speech impediment. This is not true of all people with CP, but it's true of me. So if you don't understand something I've said, feel free to comment below or to DM me on Instagram. I have the same name on Instagram, except there's no space between the petal and the leaves. And so, if you want to ask me about something I've said, or you need clarification on a word I used, or whatever, please feel free to ask me. I'm used to repeating myself and used to answering those kinds of questions. Okay, now, on to the tag. I'll go with Renee's first. And that is, you have to be rich to collect Reborns. And the answer is, if you want a large collection, it helps to be affluent or to be good with money and managing money. But the actual answer is no. You do not have to be rich to collect Reborns. And like everyone else that's done this tag, when I started in the hobby and when I started looking around, I absolutely thought everybody in the hobby was rich. Absolutely thought that everyone in the hobby must own mansions. And that they were able to spend this money because they had, let me give a reference. They had Scrooge McDuck level money. For anybody who's ever watched DuckTales on the Disney Channel in the 90s, they had Scrooge McDuck level money, which meant he could go swimming in his own money. Like, he had a money bin that he could literally go swimming in. And that's what I thought Reborn collectors must have. Because the price tags on these things, as Renee and as Tasha said, are a bit of sticker shock. When you first get in the hobby, you're like, what? How could I spend that much on a what? Yeah, like, that is real. And that does happen. And you're kind of like, could I ever afford something like that? Should I ever afford something like that? Like, are they financially worth it? We love them, and I'm petting Hope right now because holding her in the video, I did one like that and it didn't come out well. So now I'm just laying her down for you guys. But are they worth it emotionally? Yes, of course they are. But financially, sticker shock is major. But as I said, the answer is no. The answer is no. You do not have to be rich to be a Reborn collector. There are a couple of ways that you can own Reborns without being rich. And that is the tried and true one, which is the way that I got my first Reborn. almost 4 years ago now. She came to me because I spoke to an artist whose baby I liked, and I said, here's what my financial situation is like. Can I start a payment plan with you? And payment plans are amazing in this community. I would have never thought that they were possible with folks online. I've had online friends for nearly 15 years now, and I would have never thought trusting people with amounts of money and keeping track was safe, but this community has taught me otherwise. And you can get a reborn through a payment plan. My big thing about that is tell people up front what your payment abilities are. If your payment abilities are $50 a month, but not in December, or not in November and December because you're saving for the holidays, or not in May because you need to go to the doll show, or whatever it is, be upfront about it. Please be upfront about it. That is the fastest way for things to go sour, is if you're not upfront about what you can pay. Some artists will have set terms and they want $50 a month and $100 down. And sometimes they won't change those for you, especially if they don't know you and they don't know who you are and you don't have a reputation in the community yet. They will not change those for you. Do not be offended if artists won't change them for you. They're protecting themselves, because many a kind artist has gotten burned by people not paying or asking for free babies, which that is the one thing I can tell you. You will not get far in this community if you ask for a free baby. Never, ever, ever do that. Whether you know the person or not, free babies, don't ask. Do not ask. That is the quickest way to get blocked or for a friendship to be over. Do not ask. But if you are upfront and if you talk to the person, usually they will work with you on a payment plan. Sometimes I do have to put one other caveat on that. Sometimes they don't offer them. It's not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on the fact that they may need the money right away, or they have been burned before, or somewhere in the middle. Or another reason that I can't think of. Another way you can get a baby in the community now, and it's becoming more popular than ever, is contests. Enter a contest when an artist you like is having a reborn giveaway, or a YouTuber you like is having a reborn giveaway. Enter and follow the rules exactly, and be kind and courteous and thankful, and you may indeed win that reborn. There's no guarantee, but there's no guarantee you might not either. So take the chance and do it. A lot of people are doing giveaways and contests now because they want to put their art out there or their channel out there. And so enter. You may indeed win. Another thing you can do is baby share with a friend. And it has to be a good enough friend that you guys trust each other. But maybe they send you a baby and you send them something that they want for a while. I'm not talking about a permanent trade. I'm talking about babysitting. So if you have a friend who may want a baby to be babysat for a while, maybe they don't have the space, maybe they want to bring in another baby, maybe like whatever the situation may be, they may offer to let you babysit. This is not a permanent baby in your collection, but it is a way to experience a sculpt or to decide whether a baby or an artist is right for you. Here's the other thing that you can do. the other thing you can do is, basically, be gifted a reborn. Now, I'm not saying this happens to everyone, and do not expect this. And when I say you can do, is just in general, it can happen to you. It has happened, I've seen more recently, to a lot of collectors between friends. They will be gifted a baby. Do not expect this. Do not go into friendships expecting this. Do not go into friendships wanting this. Do not do it, because this is a gift from someone's heart. You cannot expect anyone to do this for you, and that is the quickest way to not only get bounced out of a friendship, but to be ostracized in the community. Do not do this. If that is your sole intent in a friendship, or even an intent, it cannot be an intent for you. You cannot expect your friends to give you a baby. But this does happen. I've seen it happen to Suzanne, of Suzanne's babies, with her friend Suzanne, and I've seen it happen with a few other people. I think having you on had a friend send her baby a few years ago, and it has happened to me. Hope is my gift baby. She was a surprise gift from Lisa, and if you go back and watch my video where I'm opening, Lisa was saying she was sending me some clothes, and I was already beyond grateful, because I never had a Reborn friend before that was close enough to send me clothes. And I opened the box, and there was Hope at the bottom, and I had fallen in love with Hope on Lisa's videos and pictures, and I cried. I will never, ever, ever be able to recreate the magic of that moment. It was so special, and that's why I wanted to show Hope for this video. She is magical, and there is no baby like Hope in my heart because of how I got her. But I will say that does not happen very often, and again, you should not go into a friendship expecting it. So the best way is a payment plan. The second best way is to enter a contest. The third best way is to ask a friend who may have a baby you can borrow, if you can borrow their baby for a while. And the fourth thing that does happen is the gifting of babies and the trading of babies. And if you have a baby and you want to trade with a friend permanently, that is another option. But I'm assuming that most people doing this tag are, most people working this tag are new and they may not have a baby. So those are my answers for, you have to be rich to be a collector. The answer is no, but yes, it does help. It does help to have free income, income that's freed up to do this hobby, absolutely. And I'm playing with Hopi's beautiful toes because they're amazing. The other tag that I wanted to do is babies you never thought you'd want. Do your taste change? And the answer on this one is, as Katie said for her, yes. Your taste can change. I was an open-eyed baby-only person. For the first, I would say, getting back, 2 years of my collecting, I didn't think that I could bond with a close-eyed baby. I thought that, they wouldn't give me enough interaction, and that I would just kind of look at them and be like, great, here's something that just lays there. And then I saw the Levi sculpt, and things began to change for me. And what really began to change was the last 6 months. I saw a girl, Levi, on Facebook, and I fell in love with her. But I could not bring her home. She was 400, and I didn't have the money, and I didn't know the mommy or the artist, I'm not sure, well enough to ask for a payment plan. So I looked at her and I was just blown away, and I realized my tastes were changing and that I wanted a Levi more than anything, but I could not afford one. And then I saw Jinian have a beautiful Levi boy, and I really loved him, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. I actually talked to her and I said, if I can swing it, I'll do a payment plan with you, because he's incredible, and I love her work, and I love the sculpt, and I needed to have a Levi. And then when I saw Hope, I fell head over heels in Lisa's photos, and when we would talk on FaceTime, I said, "Who's that? I need to know. She's the most gorgeous baby I've ever seen. Please let me see more of her." And I wanted to see her every day when I would talk to Lisa, and then Lisa surprised me by sending her home to me. But the Levi sculpt was the first baby who made me believe taste could change. She was a sleeping baby, or he, Virginia, was a sleeping baby, but I was so in love, there was no word, and I knew my tastes were changing then. Now I have, five babies in my collection, because my Tiger Lily by Cassie Brace, painted by Laura's Hobby on Instagram. Her name is Eleanor, and she is with Lisa right now. Lisa is babysitting her, and so she's not at home right now, but she's an open-eyed baby. But then I have Hope here, who is painted by Swanky Booties on Instagram, and she's a sleeping baby, as I said. And then I've got the Chase. Her name is Logan, painted by Stephanie Ortiz, and Stephanie did a peaky eye version of Chase. She opened her eyes a little bit. And then I've got the twin. Actually, I've got Sophia, who's the Scarlet Sculpt, and she's visiting me from Lisa's collection, and she was painted by Wendy of Weeby Dolls Nursery, and she is a sleeping baby. And then I've got the twins, who just came home from Wendy, again of Weeby Dolls Nursery, and they are the Honey Kit. Their names are Abigail and Bryn, and they are open-eyed. So I've got a pretty even collection right now. In fact, probably more sleepers or half sleepers than open-eyed babies are at home right now. And I find that they do different things for me. They are, the peaceful babies, are the ones that are sleeping, and I hold them for stress relief or while I'm doing something else, just for the feeling of holding a baby and the peace that brings. And then I have the open-eyed babies for interaction, and I love talking to them and bouncing them and kissing. I mean, I kiss all my babies, but kissing them and imagining them smiling. And I think, as Tasha said in her Realistic Reborns video, the twins look a little older, so it's fun to interact with them as older babies. And as she was saying with her Shay, it's fun to bounce them and talk to them and really show off their facial features, even if I'm not doing it on a video, even if I'm just looking at them. So yes, your taste do change, and mine matured into liking both for different reasons. And the Chase and Levi were both sculpts that I did not think. And Scarlet, I loved all three of those sculpts, and they were dream babies for me. But I was afraid to bring them home because I didn't know if I could bond with sleeping babies, and obviously, I can because Hope is. I love all of my babies so much, but Hope because of the way I got her and just the magic that she's brought to my heart is the heart of my collection. And she is, of course, totally sleeping. And so, yes, tastes do change, and it's okay for new collectors if you find yourself um, thinking, oh, I never wanted this baby, but now I do. That is perfectly natural and okay. So, those are my answers to both those tags, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Hope. For me, it's difficult to change babies on camera because I will have to do them at weird angles and because of the motor coordination issues due to CP. So probably if I do videos like this, you'll see me, putting my hand on them or and you can see that putting my hand on them, or I guess you can, or just showing them off, but not doing a whole lot of movement until I get better at changing them. But yeah, this is my Hopi girl, and those are my answers to the tags. If you have any thoughts about what I've said, or any thoughts on Hope, or whatever in between, or you just want to say hi, please leave a comment below. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.